The lack of opportunities for good education is a leading contributor to poverty in Africa. The continent is full of brilliant young minds whose potential is limited only by the lack of opportunities.
Liberty Vision's Learning Center started out of a need that exists in slums. We realized that it is possible to have a child who is 10 years old and is in an academic system that requires them to read and write English for most of their subjects, but they're not able to. So English becomes the foundation of education for everything that a child learns. So we started Liberty Vision's Learning Center in order to help them to learn how to read and write English. That way they'll perform better in other subjects. There was also another need to help the children travel to different places as they read books, because the environment is very limited, so their dreams become limited. So we hope by giving them storybooks, they can begin to travel to different parts of the world and begin to dream and see different things as they read books. We also take the children on field trips, which we believe have been a great eye-opener for them. The children in Huruma tend to have a low self-esteem because of the way that they perceive themselves and the way that the world perceives them. So we hope working with them will be able to build dreams within themselves and begin to see themselves in the way that God sees them, that they are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God has a plan for each and every child.
Liberty Visions believes strongly that faith in God will not only lead the children to a personal relationship with the Savior, but will also build them into men and women of noble character. The children are taught practical Christianity and how to have a personal relationship with Christ.
The children in Huruma are coming from a very poor environment. There is a dependency syndrome, because the children are coming from an environment which teaches them that they cannot do anything but only receive. So we hope by educating them, they will be able to begin to live a life of freedom where they can exercise their gifts and talents.
Access to good education helps to break this cycle of poverty. A good education and spiritual teaching make for a good foundation for life. But the children we serve all have serious immediate needs. They are often hungry. They may not have good clothes and are often in need of medical attention.
So by having Liberty Vision's Learning Center, we hope to meet some of the needs that the children have. We started Liberty Vision's Learning Center just as a library where children could come after school and learn to read and write English. But we realized that more was required in order to get results that are pleasing. So we decided to then grow into a nursery school, which takes 3 years, and then move them into primary education, which takes the children 8 years to complete. At the moment, we have 20 children, and we hope in January 2012, we take in another 20. We then hope to end up with a primary school up to class 8 according to the Kenyan system, until we end up with children that are ready to go into high school. This means we need another classroom which is fully furnished with sufficient school supplies for 20 children and a teacher. We also need a block of toilets and a kitchen and offices. Currently, we are using steel cargo containers because we are not situated on our own land. But our dream and desire as Liberty Visions is for us to have our own land. Once we have our own land, we'll be able to build permanent structures. We do not have any regular support for Liberty Vision's Learning Center. We have depended on support that comes from family and friends. People who give whatever they have. For example, Roslyn Academy provided money for us to buy our first container, and we are very grateful for that. However, other friends came in, some gave in kind, some gave financially, and we've been able to grow. There are a lot of ways in which you can get involved in Liberty Vision's Learning Center. You can give financially, so that we put up new structures and also pay our staff. You can give in kind, which includes school supplies for the children, materials that teachers use when they are teaching. You can also give clothing for the children.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can give food. There are many ways to get involved. You can come and work with the kids if you are interested. Our heart's desire as Liberty Visions is to see Liberty Visions Learning Center as a self-sustained project. So we hope when we get land, we can have some agriculture taking place and different projects that will provide for the school. That way, there will not be a continuous need to ask for donations. It will also teach the kids that there is something that they can do for themselves. We are very grateful for your support, and we are excited with what the Lord is doing in the lives of the children. We are excited because of the change that we're going to see in Huruma. We are excited because we're expecting to see results as we teach the children. Thank you.
Liberty Visions, building people after God's own heart.